Welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a reaction to a song called Man of Constant Sorrow by Home Free. I'm familiar with this song because I watched the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And I love that song. It's a great song, and I just thought this is really interesting. So I'm going to do it. One of my longtime followers, Judy, requested it, and Judy's been with me a long time, very faithful, comments frequently, and I really appreciate her following me. And so I'm really looking forward to doing this song. But before I do that, excuse me, I have to thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for commenting. I really enjoy interacting in the comments. And I want to bring something up, so I'm going to go over here to the song, and I hope that you'll be able to see this. But I've had some people ask me to add subtitles, and of course they're unavailable on this song, so I can't do them. So I'll just have to find another video where they are available. I'll tell you what, let's go to my channel and get one of my videos, and I will show you, because I know they're on my channel. Okay, so we'll just take the latest one we have, which is the one that I did on Dimash singing El Amor en Ti. Now, if you look at this video, or any video that I produce, what I do is I take the automatically generated subtitles in English, and I save them. I basically do edit, but then I don't do anything. I just save them. So they're actually the subtitles, they're automatically generated, but they're saved as English subtitles. And that, I have discovered, makes available the auto translate. So if you go over to this little, if you see the little cog shaped or gear shaped thing in the lower right hand corner, if you click on that, it brings up a menu, and the second item on the menu is Subtitles CC. Now if you click on that, you see that you have several choices: off, English, English auto generated, or auto translate. If you will click on the auto translate, or tap on it if you're using an iPad or a phone, it should bring up a long menu of languages, and you can scroll through these languages and pick the one that you want to translate to. So for example, let's just take this one. What we're going to do is Spanish, because one of my Spanish viewers was having trouble not getting subtitles. Okay, so now
Welcome
you see
to my channel.
There's the subtitles,
and
they're in Spanish.
I have to tell.
So regardless of what language you speak, regardless of what your first language is, you should be able to see the subtitles in your language. And I do that because I know that some of you don't speak English, or don't speak it very well, don't understand it, and so it's hard for you to understand what I'm saying. And I want to make this available worldwide because you're coming from all over the world. So I hope that this clears up any confusion. And if you're still not able to get to the auto translate, please let me know so that I can try to find out what's wrong. I think it's working correctly, but you never know. So let's go back to the video that we're going to watch, which is Home Free, Man of Constant Sorrow. And of course, I should remember to remind you that whenever I do these reaction videos to artists, I always go to their channel. I get the links from their channel, and I put them in the description on my video. So if you will look right underneath the title to the description and click on the More link, you will see all the links from that artist. And I would appreciate it if you would support them by subscribing to their YouTube channel, subscribing to their social media accounts if they have them, and purchasing their videos or their music if you want to. So without any further ado, let's watch Man of Constant Sorrow.
constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised. The place where he was born and raised.
Oh, I love that bass. Oh, love the bass. Let's watch this over again.
I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised. The place where he was born and raised.
Love that bass.
4 or 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasures here on earth I've found. For in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now. It's fare thee well, my old true lover. I never expect to see you again, for I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die upon this train. Perhaps he'll die upon this train.
Oh, golly. I just love this kind of music. I just love it. This is what's called, for you viewers that might not know, this is what's called a country folk song. There's a long tradition of it in America. I could be wrong, but I think it started in the Appalachian Mountains, and that's always been a part of our country where people live that are pretty poor, but they live out free in the country, in the hills and the mountains, and they don't answer to anybody. And what I love about this song is the way that the when they're singing, they're going up and down with the tones, and there's a lot of movement of the vocals, and it just makes me feel like I'm warm. I'm wrapped in a warm blanket. And this particular song, they're singing about a guy who he said he might get on this train and he might die on the train. It makes me think of my Uncle Carl. Carl was a first-generation American. His parents were Swedish. And when he graduated from high school, he became a hobo for 3 years. Now, I don't know if you know what a hobo is, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. For those of you who know, I'm sorry. But a hobo is somebody who just travels around the country, mainly jumping on trains and riding the rails illegally, but just traveling from place to place and not really having a home. And some of them do it their whole lives, but my uncle did it for 3 years. He just wanted to know what it was like. And I'll never forget one day, he sat me down in his kitchen. He says, "Son, I'm going to teach you how to drink coffee." and he poured some coffee into a cup, and it was black. There was no sugar, no cream. And I started to sip it, and I said, "Ooh, this is strong." And he says, "Well, let me tell you something." He says, "When you're a hobo, you're lucky to get thrice used grounds. So you need to be thankful that you got a nice full cup of coffee there." He says, "Don't pollute that thing with any sugar or cream, because there ain't no sugar or cream on a railroad." And I've been drinking black coffee ever since. I've never put cream or sugar in my coffee, thanks to Uncle Carl. And when he came back home after 3 years of hoboing, he went to work for the railroad, and that's what he did his entire life. So he obviously had trains in his blood. But Uncle Carl was a good man. I loved him a lot. And of course, he's gone now, has been for quite some time. But he left me with some wonderful memories.
You can bury me in some deep valley for many years.
Oh, God. I just love that bass. I love it.
You can bury me in some deep valley for many years where I may live. Then you may learn to love another while I am sleeping in my grave. While he is sleeping in his grave.
Oh, God. Oh, that bass is so good.
I'm just a stranger. My face you'll never see no more.
More.
But there is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. He'll meet you on God's golden shore. Here we go.
Oh, that was good. That was good, good, good. I love music like that. I really do. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not, but I've always loved music like that. Now that I've watched it, I realize I've seen this before. I've seen this group before, and they're somewhat along the lines of Pentatonics in that they do a cappella. But this is such a good song. I just love this song, and it evokes memories of the days when Americans were living on the land and growing stuff and moving from place to place and trying for a better life before we got into all this concrete and industrial stuff. It's just good music. I really enjoy it. Thank you, Judy, for asking for this one. Man, do I love your requests. You've made so many good ones. You introduced me to Dimash. No one else did that, just Judy. That was a world changer. So thank you, Judy. You're special. And I appreciate you. But I appreciate all of you that come to my channel. I really do. And I pray for you every day. I pray that you will live an abundant life, that you'll be healthy, and that you'll live a long time, and that God will keep you safe from harm. I pray He'll do the same for every person that you love. And I pray also that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, you'll make your requests known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.